I want to take a look at what Matt LaFleur had to say yesterday when he was asked about Ben Johnson in his post-game press conference. Of course, Ben Johnson, in the offseason, when he took the Bears head coaching job, he made the decision to publicly take a jab at LaFleur, saying that he likes to beat Matt LaFleur twice a year. And leading up to this game, there was a lot of talk about this comment. And I'm glad Ben Johnson said it, just because it does add a little fuel to this fire when it comes to the Packers-Bears rivalry, which hasn't been entertaining for a while just because the Bears haven't really been a good football team. But now because they are, you do have to give them a lot of credit, it makes things more interesting when you have the opposing coach making these type of comments. But Matt LaFleur yesterday did not really add much when it comes to his thoughts about Ben Johnson's comments. Here we have it via Ryan Phillips of Sports Illustrated, who says here in an article, after the game, LaFleur was asked about the exchange at midfield and said, quote, "It was a quick handshake, and we'll see them again in 2 weeks," end of quote. LaFleur was then asked if it had anything to do with Johnson's comments from January and denied it. Quote, "Absolutely not. It's Packers-Bears," he said. And so Matt LaFleur, all week long leading up to this game, he didn't say anything, making it sound like he was upset with what Ben Johnson said or that he was really taking it into consideration. Now, I would assume that maybe behind closed doors that was a little bit different, but I think that usually the best response when someone takes a jab at you is to just, not say anything, especially here in the NFL, because at the end of the day, what matters is the result. If you, come out talking a big game and lose, it just doesn't look good for you. And I think if you're Matt LaFleur sitting here, you're about to play the Bears in 2 weeks. And so if you come out and sort of start taking a victory lap, like, I can't believe he said that, things like that, then if Ben Johnson comes in and beats you 2 weeks from now, then it's like, okay, well, it was almost like you take the victory lap early. Now, I don't know if Matt LaFleur will take any type of victory lap if the Packers do beat the Bears in Chicago. Now, maybe he will, but I like Matt LaFleur keeping it professional because it seems like with the Bears, you look at Ryan Poles and his comment, Bears GM when he took over back in 2022, he said famously, "We're going to take the North and never give it back." And up to this point, that hasn't really been the case. And then you have Ben Johnson's comments as well. And it makes you wonder, if part of in their agreement maybe was when they sign with the team is they have to make some bold proclamation when it comes to taking over the North or beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. I'm not sure what's going on there, but when you make these bold proclamations, and I know Ben Johnson, he was doing it, he's joking, he was sort of smiling, but hearing that Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson weren't close, it makes you wonder why he felt the need to have to say that. Maybe he just wanted to add more to this rivalry, which, as I said, I'm actually happy he did because it makes it that much more entertaining. But if you guys would like more Packers content, feel free to subscribe or follow down below. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.